Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. This is a video on my blood work that I just got taken a couple days ago. So I'm gonna go through it real quick. After 6 months on carnivore, I did get and this isn't blood work, but I did get a CAC scan, a heart scan or a calcium score scan. It is not very much. It is 7.2, and I'll show a picture of that here in a second. I am going to do another one. This was done on October 15th. I'll do another one next year on close to that date just to see if there's any change. They say that you can expect a 2 or 3% increase every year as you get to a certain age, and I'm not sure what that age is. I forgot to look, but I will. My opinion is it's going to stay the same or possibly even go down, but we'll see. The next one is my blood results, and I'm gonna go ahead and do, because I've had blood results back in the past several times, but I'm gonna do past blood results first. And this was from 2011, so I would have been 39 years old. My total cholesterol was 232, which is a little high, supposed to be under 200. Triglycerides were really high, 389. They're supposed to be below 150. HDL was a little bit low. It was above what their reference range is at 49. Supposed to be above 40, above 40. LDL was a little high at 105. It's not supposed to be above 100. And then the total cholesterol HDL ratio was 5, which that's where they want you at 5 or below. And then the big one, because this number really goes up, is my total testosterone. My total testosterone when I was 38 years old was 374, and the reference range is between 300 and 1080. So I'm on the low end of normal. And I do believe, let's see, my weight at the time was 261, and my BMI was 32, almost 33. So I'm obese then. The next one is, and I don't have any blood work done for this one, I don't believe, but this was my heaviest weight at the doctor, at 299.17. My BMI was 37, so I believe that's severe obese. Like I said, there's no blood work on that one, but that was in 2019, so that's not too long ago. And I know on some of my videos I've said I was all the way up to 319, which is true. At this time, I just didn't happen to be that heavy when I was at the doctor. So, next one is 2022. I would have been 50 years old. My total cholesterol was 249, which is high. Triglycerides were pretty high again, 259. HDL 57, which was a lot higher, which was better, which that's supposedly the good cholesterol. LDL was high, 140, but my total cholesterol to HDL ratio was still 4, which they want you at 5 or below, and that's the ratio between total cholesterol and HDL supposedly is a better indicator of your overall cholesterol health. And then this is when they start doing the hemoglobin A1C test, and I've been almost, when I went back and looked, I think I had 3 of them done, and every one of them is 5.4 or 5.3. So I'm like right there, and where they want me to be. This one was 5.4. My total average glucose was 108, which they want you to be below 114. At this time, I was 283, obese. Body mass index was, or BMI was 35. Now this is an important one. This is the one from last year. This is almost exactly a year apart. And total cholesterol, which was down, because at this time I was working out and I was trying to better myself, believe it or not. Total cholesterol was down 178. Triglycerides were only 63. That's great. HDL 46, which is a little low, but it's within reference range. LDL was 119, which is still a little high. Total cholesterol to HDL ratio was 4. And then my A1C was 5.4 again. My average glucose was 108, which is below the reference range, which is good. And even at this time, I was 287 pounds. And for some reason, I don't have the BMI in there, so I'm guessing it's around 35. And I would go ahead and tell you what my blood pressure was each time, but my blood pressure was pretty good each time. I mean, it was really close to 120 over 80 every time or below. Never really had a big problem with blood pressure. So, next one is this year. This was a couple days ago on November 21st. It is the 23rd right now. One thing that did go up on this one was called the bun sear. I can't say it. It's basically, I looked it up. It is a test that tests the protein in your blood, and sometimes it's a kidney indicator if your kidneys are not functioning correctly. But whenever I talked to the doctor, what he said after the test was that is kind of normal when you start doing a high protein diet. So as long as the creatinine, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, is within range, which it was actually low. It was 0.86, and it's supposed to be between 0.80 and 1.4, and that was good. So, and then my total glucose, or my sugar, was 88 this time, so very good. Okay, here goes cholesterol. Total cholesterol wasn't bad. I expected it to be a lot higher just because freaking eating ribeyes all the time and ground beef and all that. But it's 230, which I think, it wasn't definitely it's higher than last time, obviously, but I don't think it was any worse than any other times other than last year. So the triglycerides are really low, which is good. 53. HDL, which is a good cholesterol again. 65, which I think that's the highest it's been, except for last year, which I think it may have been a little bit higher last year. Nope, sorry, maybe it was the year before that. Anyway, LDL was definitely higher, which I expected that, but I expected it to be higher than this. It's 154. So, but here again, the total cholesterol versus HDL is at 4 again. So, and then my A1C was 5.4 again. But here's a really big one that I wasn't surprised in, but I was looking that I thought it would be a high number anyway. My testosterone went up to 515. Now think about that. Back in 2011, it was 374. It went up 141 points from the time I was 39 or 38, I believe, to the time I'm 52. So that's not really supposed to happen, from what I understand. And 515, I believe, is on the high end for a 52-year-old or 50-year-old. I believe the reference range is like 250. I want to say 250 all the way up to 800, and I'm at 515. So, and I don't contribute that all to Carnivore because I have been lifting weights. I have been working out pretty good these last 2 months, so I'm sure that had something to do with it also. Also, I forgot to mention that, you know, in this, when we did this blood work, my weight was 216 pounds. And I know you mentioned in some of my videos that I've gotten down to 212, and that's true. And, you know, I still bobble, you know, 4 or 5 pounds here and there. And then, but that actually puts my BMI at 27, which is only two away. I think 25 is what they consider normal, which I think BMI is kind of stupid. Anyway, that's kind of a big deal, you know, losing that much weight. I think from last time I was 287 last year, so I'd lost 71 pounds between visits. So my doctor was really happy about that part of it anyway. So anyway, that's it for my blood results and everything. Leave me a comment, see what you think about it, and thanks for watching, and till next time, thanks. Have a great day.